almost all, if not all, members of the Chinook world, he's spent a lot of time in Afghanistan. There on the back of the aircraft you can see some special markings. That denotes the fact that the Chinook is this year celebrating its 30th anniversary in RAF service, and what a remarkable 30 years it's been.
That is really, truly amazing. You know, I hadn't picked that one up. 30 years, we're celebrating so many anniversaries, and of course we are here in England, the Royal Air Force, the second largest operator of Chinooks in the world.
This plating, as I said, headed by the aircraft captain, Flight Lieutenant Paul Farmer. It's Flight Lieutenant Justin Shaw, his co-pilot. And the whole crew comes from either numbers 18 or 27 squadrons of RAF Odeum.
And the first of the favourites, the big buttons, 90 degrees up, 90 degrees down. It's a roller coaster ride from the Royal Air Force.
This crew have all completed operational deployments this year, and between them they finished over 26 tours of duty in Afghanistan.
That is actually a remarkable achievement, isn't it, when you add it all up like that. And into what we call the quick stop. You just turn it on its head, flick the tail around, a bit of manoeuvrability with brake pedals unconnected there, and you see how it's tilted slightly into the wind, just to give you a good idea just how much wind there is down the flight line.
And following that bow, the Chinook will be pulling up into a manoeuvre known as the Gorni Climb, and this is named after the base in Bosnia at Gorni Baku, and it was used regularly there as a manoeuvre to get out of harm's way.
Yes, well, in a certain sense, the fixed-wing aircraft have a similar manoeuvre as a case on the bridge, and then it's also applied you can have either being acquired by a missile or indeed all over fire. And there are not dissimilar actually to some of the techniques we used in Northern Ireland in the 70s. So here we go, it's really eating up the air, and down in its own version of the corkscrew, capable of course of lifting up to total all up way to 24 tons, quite unbelievable, but only half the weight here today in a very light mode, and thus displaying its full manoeuvrability. Well, it's quite a good opportunity also to give full merit to that birth operation that we've referred to. The number of operational tours these guys have done, much of it in rescuing our wounded servicemen, and we must take our hat off to these guys with undergoing such a tough job.
Another very impressive quick stop, and now the aircraft will be passing sideways down the crowd line with the rear ramp down, as you can see. The crewman will be in the back. I expect to see some large orange hands. He's giving you a wave. Please do wave back. That crewman being passed to aircraftman Bob Ruffles.
Yes, the old is a little starting. That's such a popular manoeuvre, it's really delightful. Still, it's very skillful handling, the front end of the corner going on there, as the crewman has a lot of fun waving to all you boys and girls.
Under the aircraft, you can see the 3 hooks used for underslung loads. They can carry some 10.5 tons or so.
Yes, that's in addition to the weight of the aircraft. That's what I was referring to earlier on. It's extraordinary the amount of additional weight that this aircraft can carry. All the skilled pilots, of course, in both high and low-level operations, and it was interesting to refer to the tactical scenario there as they went into that rapid climb, but of course they spent a lot of time, as we say, down in the weeds.
Coming in now from a manoeuvre known as the Morgan Turn, named after Squadron Leader Dave Morgan, who was a very experienced Chinook display pilot. Up to opposing pedal turns.
Yes, you'll get a little bit of blade slap down again as the pedals are collected in and get into a slightly tighter turn. big helicopter to keep in the sky, hanging on its end like that.
And the second one coming up.
Big bit of drift again, you see just how strong the wind is up at high level there. Picking up the display line again, very expertly done.
The Chinook fleet considerably upgraded over the years, first from Mark 1 to Mark 2 standard. An upgrade known as Project Julius is bringing all the fleet up to a common configuration. As well, of course, we've got the additional Chinooks, the Marks 4 and 5 that have been ordered. These with all digital cockpits. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the spectacular roller coaster manoeuvre.
It's all very dramatic stuff. I can assure you it's probably just as exciting for the crew as it is for you watching it at the moment. It's very interesting Ben's comment there about upgrading the machines. It's a perennial issue across defence as you get new aircraft and you procure additional ones to ensure that they're all up to a common standard. And within the next couple of years, that will indeed be the case. And I'm sure with many, many years service to come yet out of these excellent raw horses.
Coming in now for a final high-speed pass, and listen to that rotor slap.
So he's positioning now for almost his final manoeuvre. As he comes in, he's actually going to touch the wheels down on the tarmac in the middle and then take off again.
A rare chance this year to see the Royal Air Force Boeing Chinook HC2 from 18 and 27 squadrons at RAF Podium, like Lieutenants Paul Farmer and Justin Shaw, the crew on the flight deck.
Superb. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, another excellent display, and we're very proud and privileged to see it actually. It's a very rare treat.